Hi, am I on the air?
Yep.
Fuck.
Thanks.
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, highest necks on the cloud. Hammer in the air, Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better, Voltron transform to DX Don. Mega and off-scene, you probably think I'm nice, cause I slow like a stream to your wireless device. And the smoke full of steam on any given night. How short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out, Don. You gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
Hi, am I on the air?
Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? We are broadcasting live here from the Red Dragons Radio Studios here in Tucson, Arizona. This is Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega. It's the season finale of Season 16. Season 16, Episode 30. Tonight's show is titled Rated E for Everyone. And I welcome you to the show. We're broadcasting live here, like I said, on this Monday night. It is late. It is about 11:30 p.m. on September the 17th. Getting this baby up and running and getting you out that new episode of Am I on the Air? What is Am I on the Air? If this is your first time here, this is your one-stop shop for all the latest news when it comes to entertainment, TV, movies, the whole nine. If you want to know what's going down with everything in that genre, you come and you listen to Am I on the Air? Now, let's kick it off, as we always do, with our non-spoiler review. And our first review here is going to be The Predator. That's right, not Predator starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, and not Predators that was with Adrian Brody a couple years back, but this is The Predator, which is a sequel directed by Shane Black. And this is the big new release that came out over the weekend, and I checked it out in IMAX. And this is an interesting movie, man. A lot of people are coming out of this thing hating it. It didn't do so hot at the box office either. It is the number one film, but it only made like 24 mil, which is pretty low comparative to its budget. And the word of mouth, like I said, has just been pretty damn bad. This one here, like I said, it is a sequel, so the other films are in canon. The Predators are coming to Earth. They're running genetic experiments, and now there's a super predator. And there is a U.S. sniper that gets caught into the mix. They think he's a Looney Tune for seeing an alien. And he gets paired up with these other Looney Tunes, and then they try to track him down and take out the alien, all along while the sniper's kid is caught up in the mix as well. It's pretty convoluted, and I think that's why a lot of people don't like it. You have the dude from Logan in this thing. He was the bad guy in Logan. Totally spacing what his name is right now. But he's the main guy in the movie. And then all the Looney Tunes he meets up with. You got Key from Key and Peele. You have Thomas Jane in there. And then some other guys. And the crew, I liked. I liked the interactions with the crew. They were a loony bunch, and I dug it. A lot of people complaining because this film has a ton of humor in it. I didn't mind that. I love humor in films, and I love comedies. So if you're going to give me an action movie that's got sci-fi elements along with humor, I dig it. And I dug this movie. So screw the haters. I'm not drinking the haterade on this one. I didn't expect much going into it. I hated the first trailer that came out for it. And it was only the additional trailers that kind of won me over into being like, wow, I really want to see this. Shane Black is hit and miss with me, so it wasn't like, oh, I'm so anxious to see what Shane Black can do with this. I just thought it looked like a cool action movie, especially the final trailer that came out, because it was all the action in the movie. Sterling K. Brown is in this, and I'm always anxious and happy to see anything Sterling K. Brown is in, because he's fantastic. Olivia Munn is in this, and her character doesn't quite make much sense. She goes from just being a scientist chick to being like, basically a superhero. And just, you would think she had military training. Hey, long story short, I had fun with it. If you go into this movie with lowered expectations, and you really, like I said, you just want to see a cool Predator movie that's a hybrid of some throwback 90s action movie, along with some laughs. I dug a lot of the humor in it, and I thought it was a good mix overall. And when I walked out, was I like, ooh, that was an amazing film? No. But I walked out entertained, and I had a good time with it. And when it comes down to it, that's all I really want when I come out of a movie, is to at least be entertained. Make me laugh, make me smile, let me enjoy some of the visuals. And I thought Predator had all that. So I would give the Predator 3 out of 5 stars. I dug it. A lot of people, like I said, hating on it. I put it right in the middle there. It's good. It's not great. They could have been way better. But I'll take it for what it is. It's my overall third favorite out of the 4 Predator movies. It would go Predator 1, then Predators, and then this one, and then Predator 2 with good old Danny Glover. So, yeah, there you go. The Predator 3 out of 5 stars. And real quickly, I finished Iron Fist Season 2 over on Netflix, and I thought it was badass. I really, really enjoyed it. And for once again, all you haters out there that didn't like Season 1 of Iron Fist, and you might have been holding out and saying, I don't know if I want to watch this thing, I highly recommend you stop right now and you go watch it. Put all of those worries to rest. Danny is a way better character. Colleen is awesome. There's a ton of action in the show that happens in almost every single episode. Davos is a great villain, and I just really dug everything they did in this season. I was a little torn on the way that ended, but it also has me intrigued to see how a future season would go. So I just want to really take a second to just recommend it very highly to you guys, that I finally finished it, all 10 episodes, and I walked away very, very pleased. It was a very fun season for me. So there you go. Iron Fist Season 2. And speaking of Season 2s, I'm about halfway through Ozark Season 2, and I am really, really liking Ozark Season 2 as well also. So got 5 more episodes there. We're halfway through. Let's see where the rest takes us. Alright, now let's switch gears and let's get to the news of the week. And I have to start off with probably the biggest news item that was to come out last week. And that was a crazy rumor that started, that came out saying that Henry Cavill is out of the DCEU and will no longer be Superman. When I read this, my heart dropped. I love Henry Cavill as Superman. He is probably my favorite Superman ever. Love Christopher Reeve. I thought Brandon Routh did a good job. Of course, everybody else that's suited up, even from Smallville to Dean Cain. I've enjoyed pretty much every Superman iteration, but there's something about Henry Cavill and the way he plays Superman. I think Man of Steel is one of the best Superman movies ever, and one of the best comic book movies ever, and the way that he comes in as Clark Kent, aka Superman, I've loved it. And yes, I know there's a lot of hate once again for all those DC films, but I enjoy everything he's been involved in, from Man of Steel to Batman v Superman to Justice League. And at the end of Justice League, he is the Superman we've all been waiting for. He deserves a movie of his own. According to the rumor mill, they were talking with him about doing a cameo for Shazam. And then scheduling conflicts arose, and then they made mention that, hey, we have no plans in the near future to do any more Superman movies. We're probably going to do a Supergirl movie instead, and you won't be involved in it. And then supposedly he was like, all right, then I'm out. And that's where this all kind of stemmed from. This was an article in the Hollywood Reporter, which is usually pretty spot on in the news that they report. So it scared the shit out of me, to be honest. Now, his business manager tweeted out, hey, everybody, be calm, be nice. The cape is still in his closet for now. So that was a little reassuring to see that, like, hey, don't just bite on to all these rumors. Sometimes this stuff's fake. And then later that day, Henry Cavill even did a really weird Instagram video where it's he's looking very somber, but he's wearing a Krypton lifting shirt, which I thought was pretty cool. And he lifts up a toy figure of Superman and then lowers it down. What does that mean? Does it mean I'm still him? Does it mean I'm putting the toy down because I'm not him anymore? It was confusing as hell too. And he labeled that Instagram post like, today was exciting, #Superman. So he was biting into the news as well too. I don't know what's going on, man, but it scares the living shit out of me. The DCEU, as it stands right now, started with Man of Steel. It started with Henry Cavill as the Man of Steel, Superman. And I don't know how you can think you can move forward in this universe without him. He's a fantastic Superman. I've loved the outcrying support that has been on Twitter and Facebook and everything for Henry. Everybody just really having his back, saying like, man, DC's effing up here if you're not going to let him continue to be Superman. I know Henry loves being Superman. He is a comic book nerd, and he loves this stuff, and he takes a big pride in being Superman. I know that he's ready to give you that next chapter. It's been an arc, man. For the people that do complain about his Superman, he's too dark, he's too moody, blah blah blah. It was all it was all an arc that was intended for from the beginning. Man of Steel, he is fresh, he is new, he's just taken on the mantle of Superman. In Batman v Superman, he's manipulated, all this stuff happens, he dies. Then he's resurrected in Justice League, and he's that Superman that we want. Brighter colors, he's optimistic, he just wants to save people, he's funny, he smiles. He was what we wanted. Everybody loves the final 20 minutes of Justice League for what Henry Cavill brought to Superman, and we've been waiting to see a full-on Superman movie, get his sequel where he can be that Superman. And right now, I don't know if we're ever going to get it. It's weird because they're not rebooting the franchise. We have Aquaman coming out in a couple months. We have Shazam coming out. We have Wonder Woman 2 coming out. People that have been involved in the DCEU before. We got Harley Quinn still running around out there, Jokers. So, we're already dealing with the fact that Ben Affleck might be out as Batman, which I already think sucks. Can we lose Henry Cavill as Superman 2? I don't know, man. It's weird, it's mind-boggling, and it really bugs the shit out of me. Warner Brothers released a statement basically just saying, hey, actually, hold on a second, I don't want to paraphrase here, I'm gonna actually get my official quote, that we did post up on our Instagram, by the way, so follow us on Instagram if you haven't seen it yet. Warner Brothers issued the following statements in regard to the story. Quote, while no decisions have been made regarding any upcoming Superman films, we've always had a great respect for and a great relationship with Henry Cavill, and that remains unchanged. So there you go. So they're saying nothing's changed. Everything's still the same and business as usual. So yes, they have no Superman plans at this moment, but everything else is still moving forward. So take it for what you will, guys, and we'll keep a close eye on our news feeds as we move forward, because what can you do? All I can do is try to keep you up in the loop of what's going on. Nothing concrete. That is a rumor. For now, I'm going to choose to believe that it's not true because I don't want Henry Cavill leaving the DC universe. Okay? So that's what I got to say on that. Speaking of DC Universe, their streaming service launched a couple days ago. I have it, and it's pretty damn cool. So I've been checking out some TV shows. My daughter is super into Teen Titans Go, and she's been watching the original Teen Titans cartoon on the DC Universe app, which is pretty cool for her to see the other side of the Teen Titans, besides just the little kiddie kind of over-the-top version. I want to watch Batman Ninja on there, and there's all kinds of really cool movies. I want to see Death of Superman, the new Death of Superman cartoon that just came out. Lots of great stuff on there that I need to have some time to get through some of this stuff, but I'm very excited to be checking out the DC Universe. Now, before we jump over to the the rest of the news of the week, now that we've got the big piece out the way, word has broke that tomorrow on Good Morning America, the first Captain Marvel trailer will drop. So by the time most of you will be listening to this, the trailer probably would have already dropped. So make sure you check out our Twitter and our Facebook page so you know, and you can check it out and see what you think about the first Captain Marvel trailer. I'm so excited to watch it and do a reaction of it on Stardust. Remember, Stardust is that app you can download where you can watch me do 30-second mini reviews of movies, TV shows, trailers. I just did some reactions today for Iron Fist. I did a non-spoiler and a spoiler version, and I reacted to the new Mary Poppins Returns trailer and the new Girl with the Dragon Tattoo movie, The Girl in the Spider's Web. So reactions all up for those. Of course, my reaction for Predator. So always follow me on Stardust. Download the app and follow me at simply Don Mega, DonMega. Alright? So now let's get on with it with the rest of the news of the week. Michael K. Williams, who was supposed to be in Solo, a Star Wars story, which is out now officially on digital, but I'm sure my boy Friggins is going to be waiting 3 more weeks to get his Blu-ray, but I already have it on digital in 4K, high def, and so just playing all you people trying to hold on to that physical media, man. It's time to move on to that digital side. But he was supposed to be in Solo, and when the director stuff changed, his character got written out due to scheduling conflicts, but he says he wants another crack at a Star Wars franchise. He wants to be back for a future installment, so we'll see what happens with that. Dave Gibbons says that Damon Lindelof's take on the Watchmen series is very unexpected, and that people are going to be very shocked with what he does with it. So I'm anxious to see what he does with it, because from the sound of it, it doesn't sound like this is Watchmen whatsoever. That this is a completely different thing that they're trying to spin as in this universe. So we'll see where that ends up going. Director Damien Chazelle says that Ryan Gosling was his only choice for First Man. He was the only guy he wanted for the movie, and he got him. So congratulations to him for that. Going back to the DC Universe, we all know they're going to be doing a Swamp Thing show, and the live-action Swamp Thing series will feature graphic violence and a hard R story, according to the co-writer, and it looks like they're going to try to go with a physical, real suit and not do CGI for Swamp Thing, so that's pretty interesting in its own right as well. We have the trailer for Season 2 of 911 coming in a couple weeks here to Fox, so definitely check that out if you haven't seen that. I'm very excited for 911 coming back. The Gifted Season 2 trailers also to check out. Going back to Swamp Things, it looks like Derek Mears has been signed on to actually play Swamp Thing. So we got an actor, which is pretty exciting now. Some people are asking, is he going to play his alter ego as well too? From my understanding, he will not. They're going to get a different actor for that. Derek Mears is only going to be playing Swamp Thing alone. Eugenio Derbez is set to star in a new comedy called The Three Tenors. I love me some Rosamund Pike, and she's set to star in the TV adaptation of The Banker's Wife. So they're going to be putting that together. Holly Berry getting into the directing gig. I love that. So she is going to direct and star in a new MMA drama that is titled Bruised. Netflix has bought the global distribution rights to Steven Soderbergh's NBA drama High Flying Bird. So that will be coming to Netflix now. BBC's His Dark Materials has been renewed for an early second season. So congratulations to them, man. Any show that gets picked up early for a second season is pretty damn awesome. There's a new horror film out called Slice that's getting pretty cool reviews. It's kind of sounding almost cult classic-y. And we were wondering when it was going to hit theaters, and then bam, surprise, it showed up on VOD. So it is available to rent and stream and actually buy right now on digital. It looks like the Conjuring 3 is moving ahead, and it could shoot in 2019 and premiere in 2020. So I'll be looking forward to that. I actually don't care for the first Conjuring at all, but I really loved Conjuring 2. So I'll be down to check out number 3 and see which way it sways me. The release date for The Hate U Give has been moved up 2 weeks, so that's pretty cool. That was coming out in October, so now it'll be out earlier. Shane Black says he understands why Arnold Schwarzenegger passed on The Predator. Plain and simple, the role just wasn't big enough for him. So we also have an article up explaining what the original ending to the movie was with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So check that out. I don't want to read it out loud because it is spoilery. So check that out if you're interested to see what Arnold would have done. Said Tamaguchi, sorry, I'm totally... These names, I swear, of all these actors are getting harder and harder and harder. Said Tugmawi, I'm not sure how to pronounce his last name, I'm sorry. He was in Wonder Woman, and he's a really cool actor. He signed on to be the villain in the next James Bond movie, but he says now that Danny Boyle has bounced and he's not directing the film anymore, he's not sure if he's still going to be the villain at this point. So, you know, this is the unfortunate side of people signing people onto projects and then leaving. You don't know where you stand. So we'll see what ends up happening with him there. We got a lot of articles up about the new Spider-Man video game, which I'm currently playing and I absolutely love on the PS4. Such a great game. We have an article up talking about how to unlock all 28 suits in the new game. The official Daredevil Twitter account keeps tweeting cryptic Bible verses, and we have an article up talking about what it could mean for Season 3. Speaking of Marvel's Spider-Man game, it looks like PlayStation 4 will be receiving a new Game Plus mode, and they're pretty close to finishing completion on that right now. So you're going to get another enhancement for the game, which is pretty awesome. Gotham has added Nikita star Shane West to play a mystery villain in its upcoming final season, so that's interesting there. Harry Connick Jr.'s TV show Harry has been canceled. Sorry, Harry. You are out of here. Jennifer Garner says yes to Netflix's Yes Day, so she'll be coming out over on Netflix with that. Now, we talked about the BBC show His Dark Materials and how it's already been picked up for a second season. It's been doing so well and making such positive waves that HBO has partnered with the BBC for His Dark Materials, so it looks like we might even be getting it on over here, which is pretty exciting. Jennifer Aniston's new upcoming film, Dumplin', has been acquired by Netflix, so it will be exclusive to the streaming service, which is pretty cool there. Leave Not One Alive has just added Melissa Leo and Bella Thorne to star in the upcoming thriller, so we'll see how that one goes. Chloe Sevigny and Anna Sophia Robb are set for leads in Hulu's upcoming show, The Act. Legion's Peter Calloway is adapting the Alan Wake TV series, so they're turning that into a television show. Catherine Langford, who was amazing in the 2 seasons of 13 Reasons Why, has just signed on to be the lead in Frank Miller's Cursed, which is once again coming to Netflix, because Netflix is unstoppable. Dun dun. But glad for Catherine Langford to get that new project. It's pretty awesome. Darren Criss has joined Roland Emmerich's World War II film Midway. Lakeith Stanfield is joining the A24 crime dramedy Uncut Gems. Breaking Bad's Dean Norris is joining Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. We got some photos released from the upcoming Titans season premiere, so check that out if you're interested. Wanda Sykes and Gabriel Iglesias have joined STX's Ugly Dolls film, doing voice roles there. We got an article up with the Castle Rock creators, when they're teasing what characters will be returning for Season 2. Season 1 just had its premiere, or finale, on Hulu last week. I am way behind on Castle Rock, so I'm not the one to talk to about that one right now. I have no idea who's coming or going. American Gods has been sidelined again as the new showrunner has been taken off. That's right, Season 2 delays are going on, and they've sidelined the new showrunner. This upsets the hell out of me because I loved American Gods Season 1 over on Starz. Season 2 was going to be fantastic, and then the showrunners left. We had to get new showrunners. Now they got these guys, and then now they've been sidelined. So I don't know what is going on with American Gods, but they need to get their shit together, because I would love to see the second season sometime soon. Fox has picked up the Lost Mark Twain manuscript for a family film adaptation. We have the trailer for The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is the new Coen Brothers film, coming out on, guess what? Dun dun, Netflix, yes. Oh my goodness. Netflix, once again, I should just work for Netflix at this point, and I can just report about Netflix news. Netflix has renewed the Debbie Ryan dramedy Insatiable for Season 2. The Young and the Restless star Doug Davison says that he's done at the soap opera after 40 years on the show. Crazy. AMC says they have plans for another decade of The Walking Dead. Well, I'm glad they have plans for another decade, because that show is not lasting another decade. I guarantee that. So they can have all the plans they want. Doesn't mean this shit's happening. Focus Features has announced a Harriet Tubman biopic, which will be starring Cynthia Erivo. So that's pretty cool there. Netflix's Tiger Tail has continued to add to its cast, so we got that full cast listing up on our Twitter and Facebook page for you to check out. Westworld Season 3 has added Aaron Paul as a new series regular, so that's pretty cool there. I do dig that one there. Congratulations to Aaron Paul getting such a great TV gig. Alexander Ludwig has signed on for Roland Emmerich's Midway, so congratulations to him. Dead to Me has just landed James Marsden and Ed Asner as co-stars for the upcoming movie. Idina Menzel has joined A24's Uncut Gems, so nice addition there. Zachary Quinto and Ashley Cummings are set to lead AMC's new show NOS 4A2. Nosferatu? I just figured that one out when I read it out loud. Nosferatu. Or NOS 4A2. Yeah. We got a pretty cool clip that was released for Batman Day of the Teen Titans show with Jason Todd talking to Dick Grayson. That's right, the two Robins hashing it out there. We got some Avengers 4 promo art that surfaced online, and we posted it up on our Twitter page, so check that out. Bruce Campbell has hopes for a Evil Dead remake. He says he hopes that a younger actor will take on Ash for some more Evil Dead. I don't know, man. I can't picture it with anybody but Bruce Campbell, and I think if we did a reboot of it, it would have to be way down the road, because we just finished Ash vs. the Evil Dead TV show earlier in the year, so I need some time. We have the trailer for Death Race 4 Beyond Anarchy. That's right, they're making more Death Race movies. J.J. Abrams has announced that he's, of course, bringing back his bud Greg Grunberg for Star Wars Episode 9. Of course, he's always got little small parts in all the J.J. Abrams films, so no shocker here. We have the final trailer for Hunter Killer, the new Gerard Butler movie. Check that out. We also have the trailer for Private Life, which is the new Catherine Hahn, guess what, dun-dun, Netflix movie. We also have the new trailer for Maniac, which is the new Emma Stone, Jonah Hill, dun-dun, Netflix series, so check that out. Along with the brand new trailer for Captive State, which is a really weird looking movie with John Goodman, very sci-fi-ish. Kevin Smith's weight loss has caused rewrites for Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. That's right, they're getting ready to film that, and I guess he's had to go back and rewrite some things now that Silent Bob is really skinny. So we'll see how that factors into the movie. We have the first teaser trailer for Doom, Netflix's Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, so check that out. Man, it is crazy. I'm just doing it as a joke, but the more and more I go through this news, I'm like, damn, Netflix has just got a grip hold on this entire industry right now. Ooh. It is official. Venom is PG-13. So for all of you that were still clutching your fingers together and crossing your arms and legs and toes and saying, God, I hope it's rated R. I hope it's rated R. It's PG-13, just like we expected it to be. It's a Marvel movie. It's a comic book film. They're not taking that risk right now. John Legend will be a voice coach in season 16. So nice addition there. Cool. Clark Gregg teases Agent Coulson and Nick Fury's Meet Cute is what he calls it in Captain Marvel. And we got a couple articles up with Clark Gregg talking about coming back as Coulson, but being a early 90s Coulson in the prequel set Captain Marvel movie. Modern Family creator warns that a significant character is going to die this season. Oh man, I love Modern Family. I'm like, who the hell is going to die? It's crazy even trying to think about it. But someone's going to die this season? What? That is crazy. Champions. This was a weird little show that debuted on NBC. It was a comedy. I thought it was alright. I didn't even know they were shopping this thing around. The show got canceled. Oh, excuse me. It was no shocker that it got canceled. But I guess they've been shopping it around. But guess what? It's officially canceled as the NBC sitcom fails to find a new home. No shocker there. Facebook Watch is debuting a new animated, adult-aimed animated comedies. Several of them they're working on, all to debut on Facebook Watch. So that's pretty cool. Disney's Jungle Cruise film has officially wrapped filming with The Rock and Emily Blunt, so that's pretty cool there. Rock moves right on to the Jason Statham, Hobbs and Shaw Fast and Furious spinoff, which started filming last week. So good to see him continue that busy schedule. The Way Between, a new supernatural love story, has just hired Kyra Sedgwick as the director, so pretty cool there. Now, we knew when Arrow did its little Arrowverse crossover this season that Superman and Lois Lane were going to come to town. Well, we found out finally who's going to be Lois Lane, and it'll be played by Elizabeth Tulloch. From my understanding, she was on Grimm over on NBC. I'm not familiar with her, but hey, I trust in the CW's casting, and congratulations to Elizabeth Tulloch, who will be playing Lois Lane in the CW superhero crossover. ABC is moving forward with the Designing Women revival, so yay. The CW plans a female-led Lean On Me TV series based on the 1989 film. We have the first trailer for Ride. We have a first look trailer for Hulu's new horror thriller series Light as a Feather, so check that out. Cassandra Jean Amell has joined the Arrowverse crossover as Nora Fries, aka Mr. Freeze's wife, so that's a pretty interesting casting there. And yes, you've heard Cassandra Jean Amell. I had to look it up myself because I was like, she's an Amell? She is married to Stephen Amell, aka Green Arrow himself. Modern Family co-creator is optimistic about the future of Modern Family beyond season 10. So that's pretty cool there. I would love to see it continue on. Why not? It's a great show. Neil McDonough joins Yellowstone season 2. So he's a great addition to anything that he signs on to, for damn sure. The third How to Train Your Dragon film is set to close off the franchise and TV spinoffs. That's right. This is it. It closes the chapter. So that's pretty cool there. That they're officially wrapping it up. Gwyneth Paltrow posted some behind-the-scenes pictures of Avengers 4, which is currently filming, which is pretty cool there. So has Jeremy Renner, so a little Hawkeye spotting. Yeah, tisk. We have some first-look photos of Todd Phillips' Joker movie. Yes, it's filming, and it commenced filming this past week, and some new set photos popped up of a very weird-looking Joaquin Phoenix, and then director Todd Phillips posted a close-up picture of him on his Instagram, labeling the picture Meet Arthur. And we now found out that his character's name is Arthur Fleck, and this is the guy that in this universe, in this version of DC, will become the Joker. So pretty interesting there. We have everything wrong with X-Men Apocalypse in 20 minutes or less. Everything wrong with Predator in 13 minutes or less. Everything wrong with Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Everything wrong with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. Plus the Honest trailer for The Predator as well, too. We also have the first trailer for Viper Club. So lots of trailers to check out if you haven't seen them all right now. Lana Condor and Benedict Samuel board a new sci-fi thriller called Warning. And then let's see here what else we got. Sarah Lancaster is set to direct and adapt the drama film Josie and Jack. I'm going to butcher this name all up too. Sergei Lukyanenkow's zombie novel Quasi is set to be adapted for a new television show as well. So that's interesting. Godfather of Harlem has cast Vincent D'Onofrio as a boxer turned crime boss. Is that Kingpin? That's what it sounds like to me. Let's do that Kingpin TV spinoff that we've been waiting for. Let's not wait for Daredevil season 3, right? Let's just do a Kingpin show. Why not? I do like the sound of that. Victor Crowley will return for more Hatchet movies. For all of you guys dying to see some more Hatchet movies, NBC is developing a comedy series called Business as Usual with Lord and Miller. I love me Lord and Miller, man, so I'm already on board for this new NBC comedy, Business as Usual. Let's do it. Why not? The In Crowd, NBC, along with Jim Parsons, are developing the new sitcom. So pretty cool there, man. Jim Parsons trying to move out of that Big Bang. He's already developing a new comedy here with NBC. Look for the In Crowd coming soon. Congratulations to Paul McCartney, who earned his first #1 album in over 36 years on the Billboard 200 charts with his new album, Egypt Station. Pretty damn exciting right there. Like I said earlier today, new trailers dropped for The Girl in the Spider's Web. This is the second trailer, and the first official full trailer for Mary Poppins Returns. Man, that Mary Poppins trailer got me in the heartstrings, dude. It almost brought a tear to my eye. I grew up on Mary Poppins. I watched that so many times with my parents. And now there's another version coming out. Emily Blunt, yes, is taking over for Julie Andrews. But man, it's spot on. And the way this trailer delivers, it feels like a true sequel to Mary Poppins. I mean, just the things they do, 2D animation, the songs, the graphics, it's incredible. So check out that Mary Poppins Returns trailer. I'm telling you, man, check it out. Like I said, tomorrow morning on Good Morning America, Brie Larson is going to be on the show, and they're debuting the first trailer for Captain Marvel. I'm so excited for that. We got some new posters for Venom that came out today. Check that out. Patrick Stewart has been cast as Bosley. Yes, he's the new Bosley in the Charlie's Angels reboot. So that's the first piece of casting I've really enjoyed for Charlie's Angels. Bryan Singer back in the mix, man. Just when I thought this director was down and out, nobody was going to want to work with him again after he got booted from Bohemian Rhapsody, he's in negotiations to direct the Red Sonja adaptation. So I want to see Red Sonja, but man, I'm a little bummed over everything that's happened with Bryan Singer, and I'm surprised he's gotten back in everybody's graces so good, so fast, to be honest. So, we'll see what happens there. The new Hilary Swank thriller, Fatal, has added Michael Ealy and Mike Coulter to the cast. Or Fatale, I should say, instead of Fatal. Sorry, Fatale. Michael Ealy and Mike Coulter are great. Of course, Mike Coulter is Luke Cage. Michael Ealy's always been great in everything he does, so I think those are two great additions. Angelina Jolie is signed on to produce and star in a new movie called The Kept. So we thought, and it was a really cool casting, man. Alec Baldwin playing Thomas Wayne, right, in the new Joker movie, and then he bounced like a couple days later. Well, we found out today that Brett Cullen is set to play Thomas Wayne in the new Todd Phillips Joker movie. Brett Cullen's cool. I mean, I've only seen him in a handful of things, but he's no Alec Baldwin, man. I'm sorry. It makes me really bummed that we didn't stick with Baldwin on this one. Universal Pictures is developing a film based on the Thailand cave rescue. No shocker there. There are a lot of people trying to get to the market with that one. Anthony Mackie and Jamie Dornan are set to star in a new sci-fi thriller called Synchronic. Amazon. We have everything coming and going to Amazon Prime in October 2018. Check that out. Jack Nicholson's grandson, Duke Nicholson, has just joined Jordan Peele's new movie, Us. The Wicked creator insists that the movie version is still on its way. So they said, don't worry, it's still coming. Even though they just gave up their release date to Cats, it's still coming. It's still coming. Ruben Fleischer says that the Zombieland sequel will begin production in January. Finally happening, man. We're finally going to get that damn Zombieland 2. Michael B. Jordan says that Creed 2 will not just be about revenge. Says it's a deeper story, so I'm so excited for Creed 2. We have the second trailer for Replica, starring Keanu Reeves. We have the first trailer for Apostle, which is a new Dan Stevens horror movie coming on. Guess what? Doo-doom, Netflix. Unreal star Constance Zimmer has got a new gig. She's just signed on to ABC's new show, A Million Little Things. Adam Driver is set to host the Saturday Night Live Season 44 premiere with Kanye West as musical performance. We have Roseanne actually revealed how her character dies in The Conners. So we have this article up. I won't ruin it for anybody that wants to find out when they watch the show. But the article's up if you can't wait and you want to know how she dies. I will just say it's kind of lame. Alright, so the main piece of news here today is that earlier tonight was the Emmys. It was like the 70th annual Emmys as well, too. Celebrating the best in television and... television. Sorry, not movies, just television. I don't know why I wanted to say movies. So I'm going to go through really quick the main categories. I'm sorry, I'm not going to spend time on writers and directors and all this stuff. We have the full winner list posted on our social medias. So if you want to see the full breakdown, check out our Twitter and our Facebook page. I'm just going to go through the quick winners of the main categories. So for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, it went to Henry Winkler for Barry. For Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series, it went to Alex Borstein for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Rachel Brosnahan also won for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Barry won as well, too. That's right. Bill Hader, Barry himself, won for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series. Merritt Weaver won for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Limited Series or Movie for Godless. Jeff Daniels won for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited Series or Movie for Godless as well. Regina King won Outstanding Lead Actress in a Limited Series or Movie for 7 Seconds, which guess what was on Netflix. Darren Criss won Outstanding Lead Actor in a Limited Series or Movie for American Crime Story Versace. Peter Dinklage won for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama for Game of Thrones. Tandy Newton won for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama for Westworld. Matthew Reyes won for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series for The Americans. Claire Foy won for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series for The Crown. RuPaul's Drag Race won for Outstanding Reality Competition Program. SNL won for Outstanding Variety Sketch Series. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver won for Outstanding Variety Talk Show Series. American Crime Story Versace won for Outstanding Limited Series. And then Game of Thrones won for Outstanding Drama Series. So they took home the big prize at the end of the night. So there's your main categories and winners. Like I said, we do have the complete Emmy Award to 2018 winner list. So check that out to see everybody that won. It looks like Julie Chen is leaving her talk show, The Talk. So she is pretty much on the way out right now. Kumail Nanjiani and his wife, Emily Gordon, are writing another movie. They, of course, wrote the movie The Big Sick that came out last summer that I still have not had a chance to watch yet, but I've heard nothing but great stuff about. So I'm down for them to write another movie. Why not, right? It looks like Veep will be ending. It will conclude its 2019... will conclude in 2019 with its shortest season ever. So yeah, we'll get some more details hopefully pretty soon here on what's going on with Veep. Alright, and that is our news. Man, we've kept it smooth right up at that 45-minute mark. Like I love to end it on, man. I love it. Let's get over to our box office and our release dates, and we'll wrap this baby up. Out on Blu-ray and DVD tomorrow will be Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and Siberia. If you're wondering what Siberia is, it was a Keanu Reeves movie that came and went a couple months ago that nobody saw. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, of course, has been out on digital for about 3 weeks now. but you can finally get it on Blu-ray if you've been waiting. In theaters this Friday is going to be The House with a Clock in Its Walls and Life Itself. I don't think I'm going to check out either of these. My daughter's not interested in The House with a Clock in Its Walls. She thinks it looks too scary. Life Itself looks like something I'll wait for Netflix on. I will go to the theater probably this weekend, though, and I will check out probably White Boy Rick. I'm anxious to see that one. I also want to see A Simple Favor as well. So we'll see what I end up getting to this weekend. But I'm glad it's just a couple movies releasing that I don't care about, so I can play a little bit of catch-up. Let's talk about box office. Coming in number 10, it's Unbroken, Path to Redemption with 2.2 mil. Number 9 is Mission Impossible Fallout with 2.3 mil. Number 8 is Searching with 3.1 million. Number 7 is The Meg with 3.8 mil. Number 6 is Peppermint with 6 million. Number 5 is Crazy Rich Asians with 8.6 mil. Number 4 is White Boy Rick, coming in its debut at number 4 with 8.8 million. Coming in number 3, a nice debut here for A Simple Favor. Was not expected to make this much money, so they were very happy with the results. In its opening weekend, it came in at number 3 with 16 million. Very, very nice. They weren't expecting it to make over 10, so nice debut there at 16. Coming in number 2 is The Nun. That's right, last week's number 1 drops to number 2 with 18.2 mil, and your new number 1 is The Predator with 24.6 million. But like I said, man, it's a pretty low average because it debuted in almost 4,100 theaters. So when you break that all out, it really didn't make all that much money. So it only made 24 mil and was number 1 because it was in over 4,000 screens. So the return on investment was not that hot. But there's your box office, my friends, and with that being said, that is the end of our show. Thank you so much for taking 45 minutes out of your day to come with me on this journey through the news, getting you caught up in the latest and greatest in entertainment news. My name is Don Mega. You can follow me on Twitter at DXDonMega. Follow the show on Twitter at Am I On The Air so you always get all the news updates as they drop. Of course, you can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Am I On The Air. Yeah, check out our webpage. It should have been amiontheair.com, but that is not working right now. For whatever reason, our link is broken, and I don't know why, so I am researching it and trying to get a hold of my domain to see what's going on. In the meantime, if you were trying to get to my page, a way around it is to go to amiontheair.weebly, weebly.com, amiontheair.weebly.com. And that will get you to the webpage directly, because on there we have all the box office stuff, listen to the show, bonuses, reviews, everything, trailers. It's all on the webpage there. Of course, you can subscribe to us on iTunes. We are available there. If iTunes ain't your thing, you can get us on Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn, of course, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Google Podcast. We're all over the interwebs there. You can find us pretty damn easily. Just Google it. And our great affiliates at reddragonsradio.com. Our episodes are always streaming on demand on reddragonsradio.com. Follow on Twitter at reddragonsradio. And check out all the other cool podcasts that are on there as well. That'll do it, my friends, for another new episode of Am I On The Air. Like I said, this is episode 30 of season 16. So I'm going to call this one the season finale. Next week we will launch off the season premiere of season 17. We'll try to line it up with a lot of the new shows that are starting. Why not, right? That's how we do, because we're TV and movie based. So we like to keep our things in seasons, just like TV shows, baby. We got renewed and we're coming back with a new season for you next week. So have a great week, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace!
Bye, everybody.
Red Dragon!
Red Dragon.